All right, y'all, let's get into it. Man, season 4, episode 1. Showing the scene, man. We know what happened. Teresa gets a call from Tony, and he says someone is trying to kill him. She don't know what's going on. She got the dope. She got to secure the deal with Gordo or whatever after jacking him. She got him to say it's all good. She met with the new musician guy. She gave him a kiss, and then she got the call about Tony. All right. So, the current episode synopsis of season 4, episode 2, Un Asunto de Familia, a family affair. Hold up. Gotta move all beverages from the MacBook. Y'all don't have it on my stand. Keep my stand over at my writing desk, though. Can't have no red wine mess up the MacBook, man. So, Teresa's deal with the smuggler goes sideways when a local kingpin discovers she's smuggling cocaine. I said Dumas is a kingpin, so gotta be Dumas. So for season 4, episode 2, 7 things to know about. Take away whatever you want to say, y'all. Let's get into it. Well, we talking about that local kingpin, Dumas. Remember, what's his name? Marcel Dumas. Remember, he always talking about the People Color Coalition, the People of Color Coalition, like he's the president of the People of Color Coalition. So the truck with Gordo's shipment of all the tequila cocaine is headed to Miami. Got jacked. My man dropped it off at a diner. 2 cats was up in there. It was Gordo nephew goes up in that joint and they get away. But you know what I'm saying? Dumas guy, the lighter skinned gentleman, they ride down on them. Gordo's nephew and somebody else bust at somebody, shoot him, boom, boom. It's all good to take his nephew into custody. So that was my thing. Dumas is a dope dealer, and you want to know what's happening in his city. Like, that's what he's doing. That's why he's watching. Second thing you take away, Gordo asks Teresa again, and his nephew is captured. Teresa tells the truth. You know, throughout the whole process, Gordo asked her again, but she was like, whatever. Had Teresa like, yo, is he accusing me again? Like, I just told him no to try to get his trust, but Teresa did end up telling him, right? Like, yeah, I did do it. And she did it to secure that they can go in business together, nothing else. And he had to take that because he had to get his nephew back. Now, we know how these stuff goes in these stories where he taking it now, but later on in the plot line of the story, he might not want to take that anymore. So that's something to look at, y'all. Gordo and Teresa. Now, when Pote go to find Tony, he's looking for information and all that. And Tony's with Kellyanne. Now, that's amazing. Tony knew how to get to Kellyanne from old school stuff before she got vanished. Tony didn't know Kellyanne was vanished from the clique and she couldn't ride no more with them. So he got to her. And that opened up number 4 thing. Why didn't James kill Kellyanne? I remember, you know what I'm saying, he put the shot, told her to go and hide and all that. You know what I mean? I remember the shot when Pote walked away, like, man, he killed her, but we didn't ever see him physically kill her, right? So he let her go. Is that because of James' involvement with the feds or the CIA or whoever he involved with? So there's a reason why he didn't kill Kellyanne. You know what I mean? Number 5, Dumas wants in and gives the dope back. He wants in once his guy dies off the dope. They got shot in the leg from Gordo's nephew. So Dumas wants in. So he wanted to know what they was doing. He thought it was dope. And until his guy died off the tequila, and he took it and put it in his gums, and he knew it was for real fire dope. He wasn't messing with him. He was trying to figure it out. So he gave it back, but he wants to be in business. So Teresa, in 2 episodes, goes down to New Orleans, get the Cuban from Miami and a brother from NO. You know what I mean? She already in bed with 2 major players, which was the goal, so she can become legit. Now, the reason that Tony was in trouble, Pete, 7 things. I had 8. 6 out of 8, right? Cortez ordered the hit on Teresa and Tony. Yeah, I mean, he already paid them before he died. So they're mercenaries, they killers. They still going after Teresa. You know, they had to file. So Teresa really got to watch her back because Pote only killed 1 at that. So that's another thing. Pote only killed 1 of them, so that's gonna come back hopefully they don't get Pote. Number 7, Kellyanne chose to stay with Pote instead of going into exile again. She chooses to face Teresa. She's like, man, the Pote was going to put her out. Like, man, you got to go in exile again. Why? Because she did save Tony. And Tony's important to Teresa. You know, Teresa got a good heart. So Teresita might be like, yo, you can live. Even though James supposed to have killed her, you can live. You know what I mean? James might have took instruction from Teresita to be like, yo, just make everybody else think you killed her, put her in exile, just like she did with Camilla, right? We all know when Camilla coming back, though. I said on the first pod. So, and finally, Teresita told Gordo she jacked his load to go on the business with him. That was gangster. Like, she ain't had nothing to lose. Like, yeah, I took it so we can go on business, fam. I don't need you buying from them. And that helps out Camille, because Camille said they had a major shipment from Colombia coming into New Orleans, and she didn't know what was going on. Somebody from New Orleans buying dope from the Colombians, messing up everything else. So now that stopped everything, but they still stole that dope. Now, did she give it to Camilla is the thing, or did she keep it? Or is she gonna give it back to Gordo, as long as Gordo buy from there? That's what I want to know. Who gets the mother dope, right? So those are just my 8 takeaways. Our next episode prediction, we see it seems like white people, European American colonists that's coming in. They probably see what's happening. Is some gunplay going on with that, so we gotta see what's going on. So season 4 episode 3 is called Hospitalidad Serena, Southern Hospitality, Hospitalidad Serena, Southern Hospitality. So, and that's a corrupt judge won in on Teresa's deal when he learns about her business. So everybody want to get with that, and that's Judge Cecil Lafayette, right? We tell who she met at the end of the first episode in the greenhouse. So that's it, y'all. Hold tight. We're going to get it together, talk about this. Cle will be back shortly, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I can hear that back and forth, because she always brought the other things, though. But these, my 8 things that jumped out to me on the show. So I just want to share with my people, y'all. It's all good, world. Happy Father's Day to everybody that didn't hear none of the other podcasts. You are appreciated. Happy Father's Day to the mothers that hold it down, because the fathers ain't around. You know what I mean? It's mad love, yo. So whether it's a game of basketball or the game of life, you got to have confidence in the clutch. Practice makes diamonds. Practice makes confidence. Pressure makes diamonds. Stay sucker free. Keep it a buck. Stay woke or get out. You can't fit in when you're standing out. Get your confidence together. Get your clutch together. Listen to Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, YouTube, and at confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com. Subscribe, rate, and review. It's important. Visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Clutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Candy K. Have a safe and healthy night and a very productive day, y'all. Peace. Three, two, one. Confidence on 3, in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.